Good morning. It is a pleasure to speak at this virtual InsureTech conference. Due to COVID, while we as APA are saying never say never, it is indeed true that we can have audience participation throughout East Africa without traveling. InsureTech is growing slowly and at a steady pace. In Kenya and in most of Africa, insurance industry in many ways is still in a pre-digital age. There are many reasons for this. Insurance, while a unique product, is complex and not easily understood. It is not fully appreciated by the buyer. Insurance products require deep understanding. If we compare the digital achievements between banks and insurance companies, banks have become leaders in digital transactions. Their transactions are simpler, and the process is mostly transferring money from one account to another. Most of us do not think twice when we deal with our banks online. We use it every day on mobile, by cards, or again on online transactions. On the other hand, insurance is sold. We have to create the need. It requires the buyer to understand the product. In many cases, the broker or agent is the main contact of the person that purchases insurance. And the buyers are limited to those that are compelled to purchase insurance, e.g. the car owner who has to take out a third-party cover as a minimum, or a borrower who is required to provide an insurance cover, or those who knowing their need to protect their assets and take care of their liability. These are those who are aware of the value of insurance. However, they are very limited in number. Thus, the penetration rate remains limited to a very small portion of our population. To change this, insurers are changing their objectives. They are looking at how to simplify their products so that they can be easily digitized. The products are offered in different ways and through different platforms and partners. While this is being done, insurers are themselves learning the way to reach their markets, to use partners and to work with them to offer products that are relevant. They have to make these products available to the buyer through different platforms too. At APA Insurance, we have started our digital transformation journey. We have set up a digital factory and are working with outside vendors. And we are making sure that we are able to bring out products that will be good for the marketplace and will encourage us to be more creative and bring more products to the market. We have learned many lessons. One of them is that we have to start simply. You cannot go for the big bang because the big bang does not work. If there is a failure, it is going to be a massive failure. So you have to bring out simple products, do them simply with minimally viable projects, and iterate to get them bigger. We have to empower the bridge builders, our tech teams. In the tech teams, perhaps the most important person is the product owner, because the product owner is the one who knows the product. But at the same time, they have to explain to the coders, the developers, and the designers what they are looking at and what they need to get at the end. So the team has to work very flexibly with each other and in a corporational manner, so that we can then have the product that we really needed for the marketplace. We have to be strategic. We have to make sure that the organization requirements are properly fulfilled, and that we become the digital leader by making sure that we will give the marketplace the products that they need. So the strategic aspect of this exercise is very important. Then we have to target early conspicuous wins, because when you bring an app to the marketplace and if it does not generate enough interest and enough business, then obviously you have not done well. So what we have to make sure that we have to target the conspicuous means wins by making sure that the app is used by the buyer, and more often to make sure that all the transactions will take place on that app. But insurance is a once a year renewal, so we have to add on other things into the app to make sure that the app is useful to the client. Then we have to be mindful of the budget. Digital transformation can be a very, very expensive exercise. It requires you to change your infrastructure. It requires you to bring in some new designs and new ways of doing things. So it can be a very, very expensive and money guzzling project. So what we have to do is that we have to make sure that we have to be mindful of the budget. The budget is perhaps has to be large enough, but it should not be that people should forget that there is a budget when they are developing the products. And insurance apps are very expensive to develop. So you can only develop maybe 2 or 3 apps in a year before you move on to the next one. The other thing that you have to be very careful about is that insurance is something that is very, very manual. We as business leaders are actually thinking manually of how to deliver insurance. And we have to change our mindset. And we have to make sure that the business leaders in the insurance industry are aware of what changes are needed, and they are riding with those changes, because those are very, very important. If they do not have a buy-in, then obviously the whole exercise will fail. And finally, we have to think broadly. We have to make sure that there is critical mass of credible success stories, because only with those critical masses of credible success stories will we then know that we are on the right path and achieving our objective. And as we have said that in APA Insurance, we are doing 3 journeys right now. The first one is the motor journey, which is already developed, and it is being brought to the marketplace with changes on a regular basis. The second one is the health app, and the third one is the microlife app, which will actually bring to the marketplace a disruption to the way we sell insurance to the masses, which we hope will be a success. So with that, I'd like to say thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy the InsureTech conference, the rest of the InsureTech conference, and we will all learn some new ideas from this conference, which we can take back to our company and develop InsureTech to the level that it should be in the 21st century. Thank you very much.